Welcome to our second point. It's the word clarify. Now that we've discussed balance as a whole, let's look at a few things that can affect your overall balance. We're going to start with what I call clarify. We can clarify in two different ways. One, we can clarify mentally, or two, we can clarify our bodies physically. Let's first take a look at what clarify means. One definition is to free from confusion, which goes right along with mental clarification. The other definition, which of course works better with the physical clarify, is to remove solid matter from a liquid. I think the second definition works better as an object lesson, and it's actually a pretty strong one. You see here I have some water, and this is a funnel full of rocks. And what happens? And then when I pour them, when all the rocks are removed. So what am I trying to illustrate here? These tiny rocks are anything in our life that prevent overall balance. The tiny rocks can be anything that prevents you from having adaptable flow in your life. A tiny rock for me was accepting the fact that I just wasn't designed to be a full-time working mother. I spent years arguing with myself on why I couldn't do what my other full-time working mom friends did. When I finally accepted that this just wasn't the path that I was supposed to be on, I was able to clarify those rocks out of existence. There are a whole bunch of other tiny rocks that we can put into our life that can cause us from living our best life too. Some examples are procrastination, or maybe excessive social media habits, poor diet choices, maybe excessive booze drinking. And now that we talked about mentally clarifying, let's take a look at what physically clarifying can look like. Our bodies need this too, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love a cheeseburger every now and then. But what do you think I would look like if my only diet was all cheeseburgers? That'd be a disaster, right? My body rebelled against my poor diet choices of my 20s in the form of eczema in my late 30s. I'm going to get a bit graphic here for a second, so if graphic isn't your thing, then you might want to cover an ear or two and check back in. My eczema actually started out on my hands. And it was embarrassing because it was covering my hands. And the initial thought was maybe I could just wear gloves. But obviously living in the South, gloves aren't something that you wear all the time. Plus, gloves actually make the eczema worse. The thing is, my body didn't stop there. The eczema started growing underneath my nail beds. My fingernails were literally lifting from my fingers every moment of the day. I can't even begin to explain to you how painful this was. And the other thing is, I just need to also be super real with you that I'm 100% vain. Yes, I said it. But you have to understand that with hands looking like that, it was a huge knock to my self-esteem. And all of this led me on a manhunt of how to clarify my body physically. Why don't you take a couple minutes to go to the clarify section of the workbook and answer your questions to see what you might need to clarify